Okay. I think we're up. I think we're live. Let's make this public. Wow. It's a bit strange to be back here. It's been a very long time since I've streamed. Let me make sure this video is, like, actually, like... Let me make sure people are actually seeing something here. Let's pull up the video URL. Let me make sure people are actually... Yeah, there's something going. So true, Catsy, that's right. Mean Cat is hearing my voice twice, because Mean Cat is in the VC with me. I am streaming in a VC, and people might occasionally hop in throughout, we will see. So stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll see some interesting... Maybe we'll see some new people on the channel. Maybe we'll see some familiar faces. Who knows? I made myself an absolutely delicious breakfast. Americanized breakfast. We got some maple-flavored chicken patties and some English muffins and some pancakes. Very tasty. What was the song I was gonna play? Nope, not that. Such a good streaming song. I need to leave the stream, the echo's distracting me. That's so true, MK. Yeah, get out, yeah. I got some mute on Discord too, but... This is a banger breakfast right here. Alright, well... I guess the only thing left to do is to actually get into it. It has been... Yeah, my controller actually connects. Please tell me I don't have to go through this bullshit again today. Not right while I started streaming. I've been having issues with my controller connecting to my Bluetooth. I have a backup. I have a beautiful backup solution if necessary, but... I'm hoping it will... Oh! Huh? Please? Please, you're right there. Right there, you're connecting. You say you're connecting. Please. There's no reason. The controller is connected. Please. The controller thinks it's connected. You think it's connected. There's no reason. Please. Ow! Who did this? Why is this? Okay. When I go to remove my controller, it just says, I can't do that. Sorry, I can't do the diff. Like, shut up, bro! Just remove the controller! Remove failed. Well, it says it's connected now. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, we're doing the backup solution here. Busting out the cable. We had 2 concurrent viewers there for a second, but then someone left. I'm blaming that on, maybe the fact I'm not playing the game yet. That would do it. Now we're at 0 viewers. I need to turn off the Deltarune music. Let's get my controller working. Okay. Input settings. Alright, guys. Let's get into it. Why can I not hear the game? It's obviously something. Nobody's watching though, so I don't feel too bad that I'm sitting here tinkering. Oh, it's because when I plugged in the fucking... So I plugged in my controller, it was like, yeah, you know what? You know what, let's use the controller stuff. That's... Okay, is my mic still working? There we go. It was like, yeah, let's use the controller as your main audio device. Yeah, the controller. Alright. We're about to begin. So we're doing Watcher. I think this is my... Go to my main save here. I've played a bit of Watcher, I reset Watcher, I played a bit more of Watcher. As you can see, I've... that 25 hours in Artificer, collected every single pearl, not to flex or anything. I think I reset Rivulet. I've been in every campaign. I've reset these campaigns a few times. Except Saint. I only played Saint once. Saint isn't really the kind of campaign you want to play multiple times, like some kind of buffoon. Okay, we're at it. So this is cute. Look at all those slug cats. They're so cute. You know, I quite like this cutscene. So, the main reason, the title of the video's namesake, the reason I am here, is because when I first played Watcher, like, I got Watcher day one. I was so hyped for Watcher, but you know what? I played it, and I didn't really like it after. I have Jolly Co-op turned on, apparently. Don't worry about... Wait, why am I Survivor? What's going on? How am I Survivor in the Watcher campaign? Okay, that's not right, man. We're not doing that. I'm sorry. Well, I thought they disabled this. I thought they disabled the ability to play Jolly Co-op with Watcher. Okay. I don't know. We have to watch the cutscene again. No, we don't. Okay. But I really wanted to like Watcher, because I love Rainworld. You know, I'm not a huge Rainworld YouTuber, but I have released Rainworld videos, and they are my biggest videos on this channel. And I quite love Rainworld. And I was super excited for the Watcher DLC. And when it came out, I really liked the start of it, and then it kind of fell off. And that's why I never beat it. But I'm working on a YouTube video. And I'm also working on a personal thing where I want to try playing Watcher and see if I can appreciate Watcher for what it is and not just be kind of sad that Watcher isn't what I wanted it to be. Watcher doesn't have to be the best installment of the franchise, but it can still be its own thing. I need to give it a chance. Or I can give it a chance and then be like, I don't like this. You know, I'm kind of I'm a special Rainworld player. When I play this game, I don't think I've ever even live streamed myself playing this. Of course I haven't live streamed myself playing it. I haven't live streamed in like 3 years now. But you know, I'm kind of I'm really playing like shit right now. Ow! Why do I fall so fast? I haven't played this game in a minute, okay? Don't click off my viewer retention rate. No! I lost a viewer because of how shit I was playing. Well, I guess that means I can go eat bite on my lunch. I don't have to worry about anyone. It's delicious. Okay. But that's my goal, is to appreciate this campaign. Now as I warm up, you're gonna see something very cool about me when I play this game. Get out of here, bro. Nobody likes your drop wig. I mean, I think you're a very beautiful little creature, but I don't like it when you eat me. It's very rude of you. One thing you notice about me in Rainworld is I don't really pull off those cool moves that some people pull off. I'm just kind of a little slug. I run around. I jump on the lizard's big head. Like, look at this thing. It's huge. And some of my primitive tests I did earlier for the stream, before I actually started streaming, I kept killing vultures with that pole plant, and I really wish that was in the final cut, but sometimes we can't get what we want. Now, my goal here is there's so many points where I want to criticize this DLC, but I'm not going to do that. Not yet, at least. Well, okay, I'm going to criticize that. They shouldn't have allowed that to happen to me. But I'm not going to criticize this DLC that much, because I think they put you in a bad mindset to truly, like, try and understand and review something. Nope. Maybe if I was, more locked into my game, I'd be willing to fight that dropwig for that, karma flower. But realistically, I'm not doing that. Okay. I kinda want a vulture mask. Well, shit. Hey, bro. As you can see, I'm one of the most skilled players in this game. As you can see. Now, something I would criticize in the base game, that I do think extends to this as well, because we have to understand that Watcher was developed by the people who developed the base game, whereas something like Downpour, well, it did have primary developer oversight towards its towards the end of its development. It didn't have that for a big chunk of it. So there is definitely a very noticeable difference in game design, storytelling, all sorts of stuff between Watcher and base game. Realistically, in my opinion, Downpour makes people care about the base game. The base game does not make people care about the base game. I do think the base game is very good. I think it's great. But I do feel like Downpour is the reason the base game can be so good. Now, in my lore video, I did discuss the differences between vanilla lore and the stuff that Downpour kind of changed with it a bit. Downpour never explicitly retcons anything. They just, they kind of add new information to the pool. They kind of, recontextualize stuff a lot, and that's why Downpour lore is a bit different than base game lore, even though it's like the exact same thing. It's just like, oh, well, this implication here in Downpour changes the implication that was there before. And that's something where I don't even know if that was like an intentional change, like a retcon, or if that is genuinely just the you know, the developers of Downpour not having the incredibly in-depth understanding. Holy shit, yeah, I agree with you, Green Lizard. We need to get out of here. Let's see if we can fly trap him. No! You take my friend Green, I'm taking you with me! Yes! Yes! Die! No! The King Vulture's too strong. But, there's definitely a difference in storytelling, in game design, in pretty much everything between Downpour and the base game. And this, and Watcher, seems to kind of be more adjacent to the base game designs. I hate having a cord on this damn controller, bro. I did not spend this much money on a cord so it can fucking... this much money on a controller and have Bluetooth on my computer so then I can have a cord rubbing against my legs, bro. But what I'm getting at here is something like the base game is extremely cryptic with little story payoff. It introduces you to Survivor, like in the Survivor campaign. It introduces you to the Survivor, introduces you to Survivor's struggle, introduces you to Survivor's goal. Standard story stuff. However, throughout the campaign, we kind of get derailed from that, and we do something else entirely. That has nothing to do with our initial goal, and then the game concludes with not just a subversion from our goal, but something so cryptic it barely makes sense. However, in base game, there are pearls, and there are multiple ways to actually kind of learn about that weird crypticness at the end. And even though the story kind of introduces you to a cool concept and then just kind of pushes it aside and never addresses it, like, oh, we're Survivor's family? Oh, who knows? At least you can learn about what the cryptic ending means. Downpour makes this so much better by introducing the whole concept of it really expands on the Void. It adds Sanct, it adds multiple characters who struggle with the Void, it adds so much lore. So much lore. And all the Downpour Slugcats actually have a story, and their campaign follows a story. It's not just like, here's your goal, but at the same time, you aren't actually going to progress towards that goal. Here's a completely different route than what you were intending to do. And maybe that's the point of base game with Survivor. I know Hunter actually has like an actual story, which is good. Monk actually has a better story than Survivor. Survivor's entire story is that they don't have that their entire purpose in life is just different than what they... Point is, there's definitely a different style there, and you can see it in Watcher. Watcher introduces you to this cool concept at the start, and then immediately sends you away from it. It never touches on it, and the campaign ends, because I do know how the campaign ends, I just haven't actually been in it myself. It ends with a very cryptic thing, but unlike base game, it doesn't tell you about the crypticness at the end through lore that you can go explore. So it's just cryptic for the sake of being cryptic, no way to figure it out, and the campaign does the same thing that the base campaigns do, where it's like, you know, the entire intro cutscene basically means nothing, and then, unlike base game, there isn't Downpour which fleshes it out, because Downpour makes the Survivor and Monk story and the entire story of Rainworld enjoyable to learn about and experience. It adds so much that makes it just so much better, in my opinion. There are some changes I think Downpour adds that kind of don't take into account the kind of intended route for the base game's lore. And I do like some of the base game lore stuff better than Downpour, because Downpour kind of trivializes a few things, but Downpour admittedly makes the base game enjoyable to play because it adds so much more around it. And I feel like my final point here is just I feel like Watcher is just, it's too in the vein. It's too in the vein of the base game, and the base game had issues. And you know, the devs can do whatever the fuck they want, obviously, but I feel like that's why people I feel like that's why I don't like Watcher that much. It takes too much of the bad stuff from the base game, with none of the good stuff from the base game. Honestly, the lore aspect of it kind of feels like people, the devs, like, I don't want to kill you, Mr. Blue, Mr. Cyan. Feels almost like in some aspects the devs looked at how people were able to easily understand and interpret the base game lore, and then the devs were like, oh, well, we can't be having that. And just kind of did a big fuck you with Watcher and made it impossible to learn about the world. So that's what that can feel like. I also don't like what they've done with the rot. Okay, I said I wasn't going to criticize Watcher until I completed it, but I'm not criticizing the game. The main reason I'm playing the campaign is to appreciate the gameplay. The actual lore I'm already familiar with. I'm going to criticize that because I don't know what else to talk about right now. Oh, ah! Ah! Come on, Green. This isn't the time, Mr. Green. Actually, it is. Distract the red for me. Thank you. So this is not my first impression of this campaign, either. I've definitely explored this myself when it came out. I actually am quite a fan of this segment at the start. I think it's pretty fun, where you have to go to the Echo and you get teleported back and whatnot. It's fun. I feel like I start losing interest once we leave the vanilla structure, which I think also just shows that the base game regions are really good. Hey, sir, you can have those. You can have those. Look. I'm chill as hell, bro. I'm just a slug. Please leave. Please leave, sir. Thank you. I'm a little scared he's gonna shish kebab me, but, you know. I'm looking at his eyes. You can see based on their eyes. See, he has really big pupils, but decently small eyes. I forget I used to be so good at this game. So goated at this game. I could just look at the scavenger's eyes and determine, based on my estimated reputation with the scavs, and be like, that guy's gonna kill me, or that guy's not. But I forget the difference between big eyes, big pupils, small pupils, big eyes. There's like differences in personality there, and different modifiers that ultimately affect. I'm sorry, Blue. Please don't bleed. I don't want to see that, man. I'm sorry, man. But my point I was getting at earlier is I don't know if I like the Rot Prince thing, or how they portray the Rot. In my opinion, because, you know, my main thing is I saw the like, Rot U2s, and it has a description on there, and I was like, what the fuck? What is this on about? But the main thing is, how do I put this? The Rot is way more interesting when it's just a cancerous material Pebbles has developed. It's so much more interesting, in my opinion. This is opinion-based, of course. But it's so much more interesting when the Rot is just, like, cancer. Because cancer is scary as hell in real life. And I think it's a really kind of sickening and sad and just really interesting portrayal when you look at it as just, as the community would call it, turbo cancer. We start to portray the Rot as, like, this godlike being that's just, like, everywhere and it just infects people, and it's, like... It's the ultimate blah 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 blah, and it can infect worlds and shit. That's when it gets to be a bit like, this would be cool. This whole concept is cool, don't get me wrong. I do think it's cool. But it would be a lot cooler if you hadn't introduced a cooler concept. You can't establish something like, oh, the Rot is turbo cancer that developed in Pebbles. And then the whole thing is, Rot starts out in base game as, oh, it's just turbo cancer that Pebbles got. Then in Downpour, there's slight hints that the Rot is something a bit more, that the Rot's a bit more spread out, that, you know, other iterators have the Rot, and have had the Rot, and the Rot's an organism they have on file. So, you know, it's implying that, okay, the Rot is something that's a bit more prone to occurring. And honestly, that's a pretty interesting concept, because it's like, my theory back then was, if the Rot is something that's occurred in multiple iterators, and it's something that they know about, What if the rot, since the rot seems to be something that happens when iterators mess with their material that's not supposed to be messed with, what if that was like something the ancients coded into the iterators? Like, they basically made it where, like, okay, if you mess with your DNA, you're really prone to developing this, like, rot cyst. That was one of my headcanons, or theories, back then, based off of what we had. But now, based on Watcher, the rot is in no way a biological element, and it's just, like, a supernatural thing. And that's just, like, way less cool, in my opinion. You could have done... You can do something cool with, like, a supernatural being that, like, accelerates entropy and destroys worlds. But does it have to be rot? I don't think so. I don't know. Just wasn't a big fan of that. I think that's, just because they introduced, in my opinion, the cooler concept. So when you take a cool concept and you retcon it, basically, into something else, it's a bit disappointing. I don't know. That is why I'm playing Watcher. I'm not an expert on Watcher lore. I would love to learn more about Watcher lore, and that's why I'm doing this. But from my understanding of Watcher lore, I feel like they made the rot into something that's just a lot less cool than what base game was building it up to be. Because the rot in base game is just cancer. That's all it is. That's all it ever was. That's about the only, like, lore thing I really critique. I feel like rot... I'm so strange with my Rainworld lore, because I've learned so much about it. It's like... a lot of things I think Downpour does better, but there's little things like Rot's Betrayal that I think base game nails perfectly. And then Downpour kind of does something weird with, and then Watcher just comes in here and completely butchers it. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this to criticize the lore. I can do that in a more in-depth way where I'm properly educated on the matter. Instead, we are here to see if I can appreciate the gameplay of Watcher, because Watcher is... it's strange. And what we're doing right now is we're going... because, you know, I've gone through this segment once before. And we're doing it again how I initially did it. We're looking for echoes, and we're going to get teleported back to Industrial. So we're going to go over to... all the way to the hardest echoes first, and then we'll do the easy ones last. Hardest echo, in my opinion, is going to be the damn shaded echo, because you have to go through all this to get over to the shaded echo, and then we have to go through fucking shaded. But it's worth it. We do shaded, and then we do the chimney canopy, because we go up to, we're already in Industrial, technically. I used to be, like, really locked into this game, but now I'm really not. I'm looking at my stream here, and apparently the game isn't set. Rainworld. There we go, guys. There we go. Now people can see what game I'm playing. So it's in the title, but, you know, it's gonna pop up under the correct genre now. I guess we gotta risk it. I'm trying to think of other examples, of situations where, because I'm not even focusing on Watcher right now, I'm not an expert in Watcher, but there are a few situations where, base game, because once again, there's no retconning in Downpour, really. Like, straight up, base game said this, and then when you load into Downpour, it says something else and patches out the other thing. There's nothing like that. But there are, like, subtle things. One, of course, is the rot and its implications. Another one, I think there's a few with purposed organisms, like Hunter. Hunter is not, like, explained at all, and there's no, like, background on Hunter. Hunter is just kind of there. And we see their message. We see that they're from no significant harassment. We see that they have rot, or we see that they're sick. I think in base game, it's implied that's the rot. But even then, Downpour like goes way at it and is explicitly like, yeah, Hunter's sick with rot. Yeah, no significant harassment purposed Hunter. Yeah. And it's a bunch of things that... Fuck, I suck. Ow! Ah! Okay, you know what? Work harder, not smarter, guys. Work harder, not smart. I don't know why I'm trying to do that. I can just drop the succulent, delicious fruit down for me. But there are multiple cases of that. Like, Hunter's a big one, with Hunter being explicitly confirmed to be purposed by no significant harassment, and explicitly confirmed to have rot because the Hunter long legs, and explicitly confirmed that no significant harassment basically had to have purposed Hunter, which also isn't explicitly stated either. It's heavily implied, but it's not actually stated, so technically you can believe whatever you want on that front. There's a lot of little things like that. Hello, Mr. Lantern Mouse. There's like other small things as well, revolving around like ancients and whatnot, like how they lived. But those are a lot less impactful. Okay, we have time. Okay, Lantern, I think there's a shelter down here, isn't there? Yes, I'm a genius of navigation. Oh, I haven't played in a long time, but you can't keep me. Hey, stay in here, man. I need company, please. Sir, come on with me. Okay. There you go. Yeah, there's just a few cases of that. I'm still trying to think of more, but I don't know if there is anything else. On my Rainworld lore video, one of my favorite things is I do get people who comment, like, having, like, actual discussions based around, like, lore stuff I point out. I do find it very interesting, to see other people's perspectives on it. However, I will say often I do see a lot of, like, misconceptions prevail into my comment sections. Shit, this is Spider, isn't it? This is the Spider room, isn't it? Oh, shit. Oh, I know where I am. There's a secret tunnel here, isn't there? Okay. Okay. There's also parts of my Rainworld lore video where it's like, I wish I spent more time on this. It was like my biggest video, and like I didn't even, it was so long and I had spent so long working on it. There's parts in there where it's like, I probably should have reviewed this and checked it. No, okay. Please don't come expires. I definitely... Oh, shit. No. No. What's going on here? Oh yeah, I'm an expert. This is peak gameplay right here. I can't see anything on my screen, by the way. Maybe it's easier to view on like your guys' screens. But on my screen, it is, because I have an OLED, so when it's black, it's like actually black. It's pitch black, dude. I can't I can't make out anything. I know this is actually easier to see on LCD screens. I actually like, I know a lot of people don't like this region, but I think it's pretty fun. I really like the part where I'm not a big fan of that part, but I do like the part where you have to like navigate by looking at the map or the light. I think it's a fun change of pace. Okay, Iron Mouse, I'm gonna need you. We're going into a dark place, man. I need your light. No, sir, please. One fun thing about Rainworld is you can get out of like 90% of altercations by just spamming jump. Like, oh, green lizard's trying to get me? Jump on him. Like, basically any lizard besides, like, reds, you just jump on them. Just jump, wiggle out, jump. Okay, maybe I'll actually be able to do the parkour here now that I have light. No! Why did I throw the lantern mouse? Ah! It was the lantern mouse was the only thing keeping me alive. I've lost like a lot of my map sense. I used to be able to just navigate this map just like off the top of my head. There's like a part of me that still can. I'm just going like the dumb way for some reason. Let's just skirt the top and get over to the Echo. I used to be able to, like, see one room of the game and, like, know not just what region it was in, but I'd be able to be like, oh, I know what side of the map that's on. I 90% of the time could recognize the room. I know exactly which way to go to get to this region from there. I used to be, like, I used to be on top of my game, man. Whatever happened to that? Ah! This is definitely, definitely fun, the part where I can't see. Love that part. I can, like, very faintly see. I, like, squint my eyes right up against my monitor. Yes, thank you. We're over here. I have memories. They aren't necessarily pleasant of playing Artificer in this room. This is the one with the shelter all the way over to the right, is it? Can't remember exactly what room this is, but I do have some vague memories. Oh no, I can't go down here. Of one room where, like, I was playing a co-op, and we just kept having entire scavenger raid parties drop in, and we were like, we killed hundreds and hundreds of them. They just wouldn't stop. Okay. I feel like I'm having fun right now, but if you think about it, I'm just playing Survivor. I have no special abilities. I have nothing. I have the same food as Survivor. I'm in a Survivor region. I'm just playing Survivor right now, and that's why I'm having fun. I know when I last played, the part where I had to stop was ultimately the ice lizard area. I got a little bit lost, and I have to admit, lizards that shoot lasers out of their mouth wasn't very fun. But I feel like a huge part of Rainworld is just, it's not very fun 90% of the time for most players until you get used to it, so, you know, we'll see. Like, I can tell you a lot of new players, like, want to rage quit at this segment, because it's like, you're literally, you can't see shit. Like, what game does this? Rainworld does. So we're going on, like, the top part that I obviously, when I have lanterns, I avoid this like the plague. I do not like this top segment. It's so long and unforgiving. And it's all about, like, navigating these little parkour areas that you can barely see. But unfortunately, this is like this is the easiest way to go when you are without a lantern. And also without, like, powerful abilities like Artificer. I do really like this segment, though, if I'm gonna be honest. Especially replaying it, because I haven't gone through here in a very long time and played, like, Survivor. I do think it's kind of cool how you have to, like, bust out the map, kind of, to see what's going on. I feel like that's a fun little mechanic. I also think the ambience in this game is really nice. Okay, we're gonna go over here. go up because we're the absolute expert Rainworld player I am, and I recognize this. Yeah. This brings back actually like memories though of playing for my first time, because like this is like the way you go when you're a new player and you don't know what you're doing. And it tests you. Well, now we got the way we could have gone, and like we could have gone like the short way and spent half the time, but about the lights. Do not fucking dare. Do not. You fucking you're fucking arse. Okay. How much time do we have? We should be good. We should make it to the echo. If I die, I'm gonna be very sad. And you're gonna be very sad as the viewer, because... well, I don't know why you would be actually, but you know. It's the principle of the situation. When I'm sad, you should also be sad for my suffering. That's how live streaming works. Definitely not. If you suffer, you get more viewers. Okay, okay. Look at my masterful navigation of the map. Oh, I'm like an expert. Hello, sir. You can have that. Please don't kill me, man. I really don't want to die. Lantern! You're... Too bad we got it at the end of this segment! Ah, shit, I forget how to get to, the echo from here, I believe. If I recall correctly. So the movement in this game is very weird, too, when you're new. That's one thing you'll notice when you're playing. It's like... this is strange. So we need to get to the room. I know the room. I think I have enough time. If I do this right, the echo will teleport me back, and I... no, I forget. I'm playing this like it's normal. It's not normal. If this was normal, I'd want to make as much distance to an echo as possible. That way I could, that way I could teleport, like, all the way back and get back to the area I want to be in. But this is not normal. I think the echo being, like, strange is a really fun concept, though. If I had to offer one thing I like, he's so weird. What's up with that? Yeah, strange, though. You excrete little things? Yes, you do. Oh, you excrete. Oh. Is he talking about shitting? He's just describing the process of being alive and having waste product. What the fuck do you have to do to piss off an echo like that, though? Oh, and now we're back here. With one of those little drops that the, that our good friend Downpour loved to have. Let me make sure nobody's talking in chat. I've had chat up, but, like, let me just make sure. Let's see here. Okay, good. I thought I had that up correctly. The Watcher DLC I can get in 2 months, but I don't really mind the spoilers. Yeah, have they not moved it to console yet still? It's crazy. Meemcat, you would know. There aren't really too many spoilers I mean, there's some spoilers here. It's a bit, into the strange parts. You know, if the entire... it's on console now? Oh, real as hell. Real as hell. What is he doing? Oh. I thought bro was dead. Or something. Yeah. That's about right. That's about right. I got it too cocky there. I don't know if I've seen any of, like, the new ones. No, I haven't really been paying attention to Rainworld news recently. Did they add some more crazy things? As long as it's not a lizard that shoots a laser out of its mouth. I'm not quite a fan of that lizard. Okay, so we are not gonna mess with the king vulture. Yeah, it's worse. Oh, great. That's what I love to hear. You know, timing is something I'm really good at. I think there's at some point going to be an update to Watcher, and we're playing normal Watcher, like relatively closer to that point than the point where it came out. I'm great at my timing. Little hint: fish will fly. Oh, okay, so we're getting some anglers. Anglerfish are really cool. Did you know the males basically fuse with the females? The males are just extremely small. They just fuse with the female anglerfish. And they fuse, it's kind of like permanent. They're like circulation systems kind of combine. Kind of scary, you know. Anglerfish are a bit strange. One of the weirder, one of the weirder ones. Okay. So that blue lizard's like gonna fight off that fuchsia for me. So now we've gotten, like, the hardest one, in my opinion. We got that one early. Now... they are simps. You are so right. Yeah, the anglerfish males are kind of simps. Yeah, I'd rather, you know, if you're interested in biology, I'm looking to the anglerfish reproduction cycle. It's a bit horrifying. Bro, don't make me do it! Ah! Ah! Okay. Okay. I need to lock in. I was thinking about anglerfish. And, well, let me just say that really distracted me there. So we've gotten the hardest region out of the way. They follow you, and if you have to stay close to the light. If you get too far away or get too close, the light turns around, they roar and charge. Interesting. That's a very non-Rainworld creature, I'd say. Doesn't mean it's not cool, but it seems very out of pocket for Rainworld. When you look at, like, the base game's creaturelings and the creaturelings for Downpour. Watcher definitely took an interesting... They're definitely taking a different direction with creature design and development. Okay, so we got the hardest region out of the way, in my opinion, for getting to an echo from Industrial. Now we need to do the chimney. Chimney shouldn't be too hard. It's just right there. There's like one red lizard I'm worried about for the chimney route, but chimney shouldn't be too hard. It's cool. The funny thing is you have to go through the area. Of course you have to go through the area. Of course you have to deal with anglerfish. And farm arrays. Farm arrays is an interesting region. I don't really mind farm arrays. I know people hate farm arrays. I think it's definitely something. The farm arrays echo, in my opinion, is like the easiest one to get to from here, honestly. I forget the few that we have to do. Is it 3? I think it is. Farm arrays, industrial, and shaded. We're going to want to absolutely get away from that blue lizard. Not going to give him a chance to nibble on me. Gonna get my karma flower. There's new whales, locust whales. Yeah, I barely even know about the original whales they added in Watcher. I saw like a picture of one. Looked pretty cute. Little whiskers out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Blue. Don't. I'm warning you not to do it. Oh, that red's gonna eat the blue. Blue, why are you putting yourself into this situation? He eats you. You are on the Why is there a spasm? Fuck. Bro, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Not my issue, little bro. Ooh, I feel a little bad. I feel a little bad about... Okay, I was too busy looking at the spasm, just going at it back there. Yeah, that's the gimmick of the area, yeah. Looking at my tarantula, bro, he's fat. He's just sitting there. Oh, his leaf. Hello, Mr. Scavengers. So yeah, the sky wheels are kind of gimmicky like farm arrays, I guess, with having to ride through the region. You know, it wouldn't be Rainworld without one region where you have to ride something. Everything's dripping. I'm curious, what's our... Oh. What's our GPU usage streaming and doing this? No, not gonna tell me, game? No? Okay. I understand the video. Okay, let's see here. So we have to... The sky whales are way smart, don't worry. That's good. I like to hear that, because the sky whale, the reindeer are a really cool concept, but I find that they're... The only way for them not to be annoying is to have that one mod in where you can, you know, control them. That makes them kind of fun to use, but like normally they're so stupid. I will say that one of the cooler parts of reindeer is in Downpour. I quite like the part where the reindeer do emit warmth. So as like Saint, you can be in the blizzard, but if you're holding on to the reindeer, you'll be alright for a bit. And you can huddle onto it while it carries you across the frozen fields and the blizzard, and then you can get off and run to a shelter. That's cool. I like that part of the reindeer. It's like the only part where I think they're fun. I don't want to deal with yo shit, Mr. Blue. They barely have spasms. Kinda. That's great to hear. Barely have spasms. Okay. Okay. So, why don't you go back in there and get eaten by the red? What is this? What is this? I'm sorry. Well, we're gonna go practice the exercise of jumping. That was embarrassing, bro. Instead of jumping on him, I just like jumped in front of him. That was bad. Why am I like stuck here? I think it's because I'm getting distracted by thinking about whales spasming. It's a scary thought. They turn into curled up balls. Just keeps getting better, doesn't it? I really like the part where CT3D joined to talk about the male anglerfish being simps and then immediately leaves. That's very in character for him. No, of course we're not getting the farm arrays echo, bro. That's the easy one to get. I don't need something useful from the damn farm arrays echo. He's gonna like give me invisibility or something, if I recall correctly. I don't need that. I need to do this myself. It's a personal moral obligation to get past these lizards. For some reason, I didn't have post notifications on and got the stream late. Now I'm confused and don't even know what game this is. Oh, it's Brady's World. Don't worry. Oh, I get it either way. When I get 2 echoes, that's good, because we're getting the hardest one first. No. We did already get the hardest one. Wish there was some way of figuring out what the game name is. Yeah. That would be pretty helpful if there was, like, you know, just like a way to, like, quickly find the name of the game. I should look into that. Are you kidding me? Okay, I need to, like, actually pay attention to the game here. I'm gonna stop staring at a second monitor. Okay, lock in here. Oh. I gotta pretend I am a slug cat. Well, can I eat the... Oh, I can't eat lizards because I'm Watcher. Yeah, I have to run from them then. I'm not entirely sure what the rot lizards are, actually. I've gone past this segment once before. But I never saw a rot lizard my first time playing. Probably because I did the same thing I'm doing here, where I went to the easiest echo last, and there was, like, no lizards on the way to, no lizards on the way to Farm Arrays. Okay. I see the lizards, and they're just so cute, and I don't want to stab them, but I have to. They keep their abilities as rot lizards. That's fun. That seems like hell. That seems helpful. I also run in fear from lot lizards. What is a lot lizard, guys? Can someone do some research on what a lot lizard means? I know about rot lizards. What's a lot lizard? Okay, so we just gotta lock in here. I gotta stop getting distracted. Now run away from me. Run away. Oh. Look at that thing, bro. He's just surveying the land. Yeah. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Fight. Okay, so now we're... Okay, yeah, bro isn't happy. Like playing 3D chess here, trying to move him away. Yeah. See, I just need to run the moment he's in a good position. Like that. I wall pounced. Gring, I swear, if you get me killed here, Gring. No! Why was he so quick with it? Fascinating. The green lizard prevails. Enough of your bullshit, Mr. Dropwood. Get out of here. Our goal for today's stream is going to be getting out of this segment into the normal one, and we can go from there on streaming. Okay, I'm cooking right now, I'm cooking. Feels nice to be able to talk again. I had COVID for a while, and that was really not fun. Isn't it funny how people will censor the word COVID when they're making YouTube videos? Oh, fucking bitch! I was looking at the stream chat. Every time. In base game, yeah, but caramels are arguably better than green. They have the exact same abilities as green. Same weight class, same immunity to, things greens are, but they can also weep and spit. Also, I'll take a green or a caramel any day over a red or a spasm. So is caramel, though. Caramel has the same exact stats as green. I'm pretty sure. Same health stats, same weight class. They're pretty strong. You can't just say nah to rebuttal the point. Unless you can provide an academic source disproving my statement. It's not accurate. I'm scared of vultures. Yeah, but so are greens. You've only king vulture. That green's still cooked. You know what's not scared of vultures or king vultures? The red. I've seen the reds take out normal vultures. Greens don't take out normal vultures. They're just too fat for the normal vulture that want it. Reds will take down the normal vulture. And reds will put up a hell of a fight against king vultures. Also, green lizards are pacified by the vulture mask. They aren't scared of the vulture mask, but they are pacified by it. Now, for red lizards, they don't give a fuck if you have a vulture mask. They will go after you. So, you know, red, well, the green's pretty bulletproof, and red's kind of like a glass cannon. That red is still... If we look at the food chain here, that red is a lot less scared of the vultures than the green is. Well, train lizards, yeah, but those guys aren't technically canon. Yeah, train lizards can't cook, though. I mean, you can't underestimate the power of the red centipede, either. Red centipede is cooked by vultures, but that red centipede will electrocute. Like, even the greens. Red centipede's kind of the goat. I like centipedes. Also, if train lizards were canon, then, well, the ecosystem would be a lot different, but honestly, train lizard might struggle to survive. There isn't a whole lot of prey in this world. Like, look at all the areas I'm going through. Look at all the lizards, but look how little prey there is for them. I'm their prey, but those train lizards would have to eat a lot to maintain that massive body weight and size and muscle mass. That's the thing about an ecosystem. Even the biggest, most powerful predators often have issues hunting and surviving because, well, they're so big. I should make train lizards even bigger. That'd be fun. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be great. That's what we need. Okay, now we're actually just gonna go through here. Okay, the whole issue is just placement. We kept getting that green over here for some damn reason. Now we're finally out of that segment. Oh! Oh, I'm cooking. Okay. Ah, shit, I don't know what the gate requirements are up here. Do I have that, like, unlocked on my map? No, I don't. Yeah. We go shelter. I imagine, if I recall correctly, the chimney canopy gate's a bit expensive. You mean singularity bombs? I don't know if they should add that. You know, that'd be a lore implication right there. You keep in mind that those singularity bombs are like the ancients' little mini nuclear reactors. How's this lizard making that kind of tech inside of itself? Bro's just suffering. I'm sure there is something like that though. There's the like custom lizard mod, which allows you to like mod all the stuff like that. I forgot I've collected every single like little collectible like region thing in this game, bro. I don't want to deal with yo shit, Blue. I'll be back for you. That Blue's gonna... Yes. Fight the pink, fight the pink. Why is that pink so small? What's wrong with the pink? Hey, brother. Chase the slug cat, chase the slug cat. Oh, what? You don't want slug cat? Chase the slug cat, chase the slug cat. Bro is confused and fuming. Angry pink. Yeah, these pinks. They're certainly something. We have like hunter level spawns as Watcher, which is interesting to see. Definitely gives a lot more of a challenge. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure I don't have the requirements for this. Nope. One more shelter though, and we will. Fuck me. Not my issue at all. Okay. Okay, we're kind of cooking here. Rainworld, everything is train lizard. Yeah, that would be, that would just be the end of campaign, basically, but, like... Well, I don't know if that'd be worse or better, because train lizards, while they're strong, can they even climb poles? I don't remember. But I know they can't climb on walls. So you just have to basically kind of play a lot more cautiously and dupe them. Because even red lizards can climb poles, but they can't, As monk or saint, yes they can. Train lizards? Oh, get the fuck out of here, Blue. Nobody wants you. Okay, blue. Come down here. Ooh. Yeah. Go through the zone, man. Keep looking at... Oh, yeah. No. Keep looking at the flowers, my little blue. Ah, shit. That would be good. I would quite enjoy that. Oh yeah, Blue, why don't you come on through? How did you guys both survive? That is not fair. That is not fair. The Blue's not happy about last cycle. They do have plot armor, dude. They just have to be here. Okay, I like what that Blue's doing. Okay, we're cooking. This. Jump up here. Oh yeah. Okay. Go over here. Oh yeah. We're home free now. We don't have to worry about no gates for the rest of this echo. I've been told I need to turn on the mod that makes the gates faster, but I disagree. There's something kind of peaceful about. I just had to deal with that, and now I get to sit here all relaxed and let the gate open up slowly. It's a nice feeling. The gate symbolizes safety. Yeah, you see, that just wouldn't be very fun. You know, I struggle to believe that Rainworld, but the blue lizards are bite-proofing and one-shot everything would be a fun concept. Unfortunately, I have some slight concerns there that might be a bit unbalanced. That's true, which is sad. It's like I love gates. I love gates. I love how the regions are done in base game. But in this DLC, the gates are just gone. Makes me a little sad. I love my gates. Okay, pink. Hopefully. Why can't I kill anything today? Everything's bulletproof. Sorry, Blue. Feel a little bit bad about that one, but oh, you're kind of being a bit of an ass. Gates help make my slug pup issues disappear. What do you mean by that? You want to elaborate on that one? Oh, it's dripping in here. No. Okay, no elaboration for me. Okay, yes. Let's go through it, Pink. Absolutely bamboozled. No more Pink. Can I do it? Do I still have my Rainworld edge? I still make it all the way to the Echo in one cycle. Sure hope so, because I'm gonna have to come a long way. It looks like it's about to rain, but there's plenty of time in the cycle, so I'm not sure why it's starting to look like that. It's an overcast day, I guess. think this is, yeah, very Watcher. It's all flaky and... Interesting. For your next stream, you should do Rainworld with Furry Mod, Copper Short Sword, only killing the King Slime. Yeah, but it wouldn't be the same without 200% spawn rates, CQ3D. There'd have to be like 1 billion vultures. We'd have to kill Copper Short Swords. Please don't kill me. Dude, it's every time I look at the chat, I get absolutely screwed. Okay. This is now a challenge of wills. Can I make the entire... Do I have time? Yeah, I got time. You know, CT3D, we could do a revision of that play. We could bust out the furry mod. Bust out all the mods we had that day. And revise a 4-year-old live stream. How did we get back here? So I did this cool thing where I, fell off. We were a couple rooms away from the, Echo as well. There were like 2 spots I could have sheltered, but we do not shelter on our way to the Echo. I need to cross the entire region in 1 cycle. See, I think what would make it a true remaster would be the fact that your computer isn't so bad it can't run Terraria. You ever think about that? That's what happens to my slug pups. You know, I can't say I condone your way of life, but I can say that is pretty interesting tech. Personally, I'm a big slug pup fan, except the issue is every time I get a slug pup, it ruins my runs. I had one run where I was doing the thing where I was going to collect every single pearl as Survivor, and collect all the, like, little, like, sandbox things. Oh, it was pretty fun. But I got a slug pup on, like, my 5th or 10th cycle, like, really early on, like, a 200 cycle run. And all of a sudden, I have this little fucker, Grayson, that I have to take care of. And I did it. I still have that save, too. Grayson managed to survive, like, 200 cycles. We got every single pearl, every single collectible. Bro survived the horrors of a submerged superstructure and the rot, somehow. And honestly, it was very rewarding, being able to not only take yourself through that many cycles, but also your slug pup. It's pretty cool. Rainworld slug pups are nukes. Oh! 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 Sorry, Pink. I do agree, though. Rainworld with slug pups or nukes would be a good addition to the game. I think it'd be better than blue lizards are entirely immortal. And I think there's a mod that does that, too. Makes the slug pups do a singularity bomb explosion when they die. I think. Sounds familiar. Only for Inv. I know that Inv does it by default, but I think there's a mod that like makes it happen. Maybe it was just, I don't remember. Maybe it was just the Inv slug pups respawning in the normal campaign because they have the weird face on them. I've done some pretty weird playthroughs with just a bunch of mods. Okay, we're making great time. We're like over halfway there. Oh, that's huge. I don't like how he was running. I don't like this either, because now I have to go through... Okay, well at least with this, I can lose my progress, but I don't have to go grind Karma and Industrial again. That's what's important. We're gonna play this super carefully, because I really don't want to have to deal with these vultures that are coming in. That would actually... In most situations, I think that would be a very fun... Yeah, actually. I think that would be a very fun challenge. There's some situations where you mostly need them, but if you had spears, you can get around them. And I'm thinking maybe there's like a region or two where like you couldn't traverse without a shortcut, but maybe you could go do like the long route through like another region or something to get around it. That would actually be a very fun... Dude, this is gonna get me murdered. I'm going to die here. Because I don't have a spear. Oh! Rainworld, you can't use spears would just be playing the monk playthrough like a little pacifist. There's like, I think there's like 1 or 2 spots where you have to have a spear to traverse, but in both of those spots are coming up 5 pebbles. So you just go, you'd have to go through Pebble's interior, to avoid those areas. But you could definitely do it. Shit. I don't want to make that jump, man. That's gonna get me killed. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. And that's just the hunter playthrough right there. That would be pretty easy. If you made it something like drop wigs, that would be probably a lot harder. Like a creature that spawns fairly commonly, but lizards are everywhere. Or maybe make it like just green lizards or something. So I'm looking I need a spear. Shoot. What I'm looking for in a challenge like that would be like really having to like optimize your route. Like maybe there's like X amount of green lizards and you... There's no spears anywhere, dude. I really need one though to get through that. Really? Oh. That one's pretty cool, actually, yeah. Specifically because there are a lot of bugs that are bigger than you. Okay. But it drives the question, what does bigger mean? Are we going off of sprite size or weight? Because it's actually really fun when you like mess with the wiki. You can see like all the stats. One of the interesting stats is weight. Please tell me I don't fall out here, did I? Some bears. But like different creatures have like different masses. It's very interesting. Because green lizards are heavy as hell. Like red lizards are like half the weight of a green lizard. But I think I'm pretty sure red lizards actually have stronger health than green, despite being a bit lighter or similar. Because I don't know about like their actual health differences, but I do know a very fun fact is reds have a huge explosive resistance compared to greens. Like reds can tank bombs because their explosion resistance is so high. Yes, I must peep him, although I'm called the Watcher. In the meat world, huh? Yes, yes. You look to grind up your sticks. Here, I will give you a gift. Now we got our cloak. Okay. Now we're back here. I'm having fun here. But once again, that's because we are in base game regions. We'll see how long I can have fun when we get to the new regions. Because I just remember some of those regions were like a bitch to navigate. Old Watcher, but you have a pet frog? They used to call me the frog back in high school. Because I was green. Like a frog. A little fun fact about me. Okay, okay. So things are definitely looking a bit strange. I don't like how that lizard's doing its thing. I got a notification from Costco, limited time travel deals, get them before they're gone. Oh boy. Well, how about we, do a limited time travel deal to Farm Arrays and get that final Lego. You must keep the parasitic frog alive. Is this just a, allegory for slug pups? Ooh. Buddy, you don't look too good. You look a bit unhealthy there. Ah, dude, I feel bad, bro. He has like chronic wasting disease. Ah, I'm sorry, dude. That does that. Oh. The frog in this DLC. I didn't know there was a frog in this DLC. You know, what was wrong with... Oh, and now the fruit is bad, too. Okay. Okay. That's what I wanted right there, is bad fruit. Am I gonna keep passing out, or is that just like a one-time thing? Am I cooked? We're too good at this game, though. Look at us. Look at me go. That was good, man. Can't believe they just have food wandering around in this parts of the world. Whoa, what are you doing, man? I'm just trying to eat over here. Ah, shit, I almost stabbed him. Hey guys, you know, there's, thanks, man. Hey guys, bad things are like happening. I feel like my first playthrough was like bugged somehow, because like there was not a single rot lizard in my first playthrough. This is kind of strange though, they're so sickly. Wait, can I avoid Mr. Noodle by going invisible? I think I did avoid Mr. Noodle by going invisible. Can I just go right past this checkpoint? I can, but my thing's about to run out. Please don't do this to me. I'm gonna take the taming attempt, Completely useless because I'm gonna get out of this region immediately. But guys, watch out, there's that. Okay, I think I'm learning how to play this. It's all about going invisible. It seems to be a very powerful toolkit in my accessory box. A very powerful tool in my toolkit. What the fuck? How did I say it? Is that wrong? You not tame the rot lizard. Well, that guy didn't have rot, though. He's just a little guy. Oh, no! Oh, no! All the scabs are dead. All the scabs are dead. Nice. Oof. We just have some fucking hunter long legs basically running around. Okay, we gotta get out of here real quick and get to a shelter for our...
Hello.
Hello, Charlie. Welcome to the stream. I'm playing Rainworld right now. If you check YouTube, we're doing great right now. I'm on the part where the rot lizard is very scary. Okay, okay. I've also been being chased by a noodle fly because I decided to eat some delicious food. Yeah, there's a few that have been remaining mostly normal.
Looking evil general, am I mean?
I have no idea, Charlie. I can't look right now. I'm streaming. Oh, shit!
So basically,
I don't know. Do you want to describe this live while I'm streaming Rainworld, Charlie?
huh?
Do you want to describe this while I'm live streaming Rainworld, Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay, what
Okay,
is it?
so,
Oh, fuck.
this pro shipper had, like, a nude picture of themselves with their job logo
Okay.
on the shirt. So I contacted their job and said, yeah, they're...
Interesting, Charlie. Oh, shit. Oh no. No! Why are you here? No! Why did that listen? Why? Okay. So we know we need one more karma. That's kind of important. I wish I knew that before I went through all of that just to get met with a gate I couldn't go through. Okay. One more shelter and we'll fry. Look at that bat spider, bro. I have a big tarantula called Bartholomew. Quite fond of Mr. Bartholomew. This game is like an entomology pipeline for some people. You like Rainworld and all of a sudden you're in the entomology community. What is wrong with that popcorn plant? What the... Okay, we're kind of cooking here. Alright, now we just need to go through that one gate and we'll be fine. I hope I don't have to deal with more rot lizards, dude. Those things are strange, to say the least. You know, I'm kind of glad I'm going to farm arrays where I don't have to deal with the rot lizards that can do fun things like that. And do the rot lizards vary in any way besides a cosmetic look? And not being able to be tamed? Or do they have, like, additional abilities unlocked here? Okay, so now I can actually reasonably go through and reasonably just mind my business. Oh, you can tame the rot lizards? We're doing great. There's no noodle fly chasing us. That was pretty funny, but we're just locked in now. Nothing's gonna stop me. Look how there's like no rot lizards this go around. It's so peaceful and quiet, and I'm not taking the bait. Oh! They can be different stages of severity of rot. Yeah, I see that. Hey, noodle fly, man, you want that rot lizard's like taking your babies. Why do they make that noise, dude? They're in pain. Duped. I'm out. Why is it so sunny and like normal in here? It's like I'm in a different world right now. This is like the best part of this ability. No pearls required. Hey bro, don't worry about me, man. I definitely didn't go through the toll without paying. I don't know if we'll ever run into scavs again outside of here, but... on decent terms of them. Okay. Here we are. See, it's peaceful. It's lets you unwind a bit and be like, ah. I imagine the reason that sequence is so long was to give computers a chance to load and compile all the stuff in the regions. You can definitely see that when you're playing like modded stuff, and it's a lot more resource intensive. It's just this game is so old that like no modern PC needs that load time. It's warping time. Okay. Well, hopefully it's not getting eaten by wormgrass time for me. I guess some are. I guess some computers do, but most probably don't need that load time. Okay. Yeah, this is like... realistically, it would probably be easier to do this one first. And I think it kind of encourages you to do it because it's so close. It's like the only place you can go to. Oh, is this thing? Have you really not been eating? Oh, well, not in this strand, no. But don't be too proud. I can see reflections, yes. Behold, chomped by a flying thing. Torn to ribbons by a crawling thing. Oh, okay, now you're just describing how I'm gonna... Why are there two sets of eyes here? Forever. Where and forever when? Oh. Good. Okay, here we are. And now, we've gone to this stage. Oh! Stray, an achievement. Apparently I've never gotten that achievement before. Interesting. What do I look like now? The same, but interesting. Unfortunately, I think that's where I'm going to have to call it for today. I'll probably be back to stream this tomorrow. But thanks for everyone who tuned in to watch, by the way. I'll see you guys later. I definitely learned something today, and that's, I don't like the idea of unkillable blue instant kill lizards, and I certainly am not a huge fan of the rot